Imagine a planet where the atmosphere itself is saturated with a psychoactive compound that turns every living thing into a berserker, and the only way to survive is to keep your head while everyone else loses theirs. You are part of the Undying Mercenaries, a legion of cyborg soldiers who have fought across the galaxy for centuries, only to find themselves dropped into Rage World, a hellish battleground where the enemy isn't just hostile, it's chemically insane. But when you discover that this isn't just a random drop zone, but a trap designed to break the unbreakable will of the Undying, you realize that victory isn't about firepower. It's about maintaining tactical discipline in a world that demands chaos. Welcome to Rage World, the 23rd pulse-pounding, atmospheric, and deeply strategic installment in B.V. Larson's Undying Mercenary series. If you love military sci-fi tropes, cybernetic warfare, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated thrill of watching a protagonist master a hostile environment through grit, ingenuity, and superior tactics, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in speculative fiction, blending the visceral crunch of tactical combat with the profound weight of eternal duty. The narrative kicks off with our protagonist's arrival on the planet, thrusting them into a race against time to secure a foothold before the local fauna and rival factions succumb to the rage-inducing haze. The atmosphere is thick with the scent of ozone and blood, the static of encrypted comms, and the creeping dread of knowing that every decision could branch into a timeline where they lose their humanity to the chemical fog. Larson excels at capturing the psychological toll of command in the face of the incomprehensible, making every tactical maneuver, every resource allocation, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure isn't just death, but the loss of progress made across centuries. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular cybernetic soldier trope and the brilliant asymmetric warfare dynamic. This isn't just about shooting lasers, it's about understanding the complex ecology of alien biology, managing limited resources, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who rely on brute force in superior numbers. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer enemy strategies, craft overpowered gear from rare drops, and completely shock arrogant elites with unconventional, trap-heavy tactics is incredibly satisfying. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the combat and the satisfying chiming ding of a massive level up to life, making every milestone feel like a hard-earned victory. But beyond the stats and the slatter, the soul of Undying Mercenaries lies in its characters and the heavy burden of integrity. The protagonist isn't just a cold, calculating gamer. They are a deeply human individual struggling to maintain their humanity in a system that rewards ruthlessness. They quickly form bonds with a beautifully dysfunctional found family of fellow survivors who help them navigate the treacherous waters of the new social order. The banter is razor-sharp, providing much-needed levity as their squad watches them casually calculate the damage output of a coordinated strike. Their unbreakable trust provides the emotional grounding needed when the world starts throwing literal world-ending threats their way. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major conspiracy or a rival faction's assault forces the protagonist to push their abilities to their absolute limits. The finale is a spectacular display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming magical firepower, and raw, unbridled ingenuity. The protagonist doesn't just survive the assault, they completely shatter the local power scaling, using a ridiculous, highly technical combination of skills and crafting to turn the enemy's ultimate attack into a mere stepping stone. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, dopamine-fueled victory that proves the most dangerous class in the system isn't the one with the biggest sword, it's the one who understands the rules better than anyone else. Rage World is a triumph of the LitRPG and fantasy genres. It is smart, action-packed, and unapologetically addictive. B.V. Larson has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of breaking the apocalypse with a stat sheet and a strategy guide. Plug in your headphones, check your stats, and join the climber. The system is live, but his future is bright.